What's up, everybody? I wanted to record another video because the last video was supposed to be like a two-part video, where I was just like trying to stop the first video from being super long, or from both videos from being super long, but then it ended up being super long anyway. So I was supposed to record the other one like right away, and then I didn't because I was tired, and the past couple days have been crazy. Also, couple footnotes. This one might be shaky too because I'm sitting in a chair and I don't have anything to rest my arm on, so sorry. And in the last video, my shirt said "Suck it up, Buttercup." One person asked about it because all you could see was "suck it." But my good friend Chris Burtock got that for me because I guess I used to say that to her at the gym. I don't remember that. I would never say that to someone, but supposedly I did, so she got me that shirt. So just wanted to say that. But so we are here. It is gonna be shaky. I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't make you sick. But if I put it down low, it's gonna be a really bad angle, and my face is already puffy still. So sorry. Um, we're here. I'm here in the NICU. It is day. He was born on Wednesday. It's Saturday, so 10 maybe, whatever that is. And he is doing good. He is up to 4 pounds 2 ounces, so he has surpassed his birth weight by 3 ounces. It took us a while to get there, but he's doing really okay. I don't know if he's doing really good. He's doing good. He's doesn't have any major problems. He again just needs to learn how to eat and to suck and swallow and breathe all at the same time, which I posted an update on Facebook, and they say that white males have a harder time learning. They call it wimpy white males, or they call them wimpy white males. Um, so sorry, bud. But yeah, so he just has to learn those things, but he's growing, and he doesn't have anything really wrong with him. You know, there's been no major complications or anything. Right now his little eye is a little goopy, and yesterday he sounded a little congested, but like nothing major. I just got here, so I haven't been able to hold him. But yeah, he's doing good. So it stinks because they have care times. They have certain care times. Wow, this is gonna be really shaky. I'm sorry. I'll try and hold it better. Um, they have care times at every 3 hours. So 5:30, 8:30, 11:30, 2:30, again 5:30, whatever. So that's when they change their diaper, take their temperature, do all that, and then they feed them every 3 hours. So if you're not here when that happens, they don't want you to hold them. Like, they don't want you getting them out unless they're doing their care time, because it's not good for them to be like in and out, in and out, in and out. So like today I got here at like 10, and his care time isn't until 11:30, so I just have to sit here for like an hour and a half with my baby and not be able to hold him, which really sucks. But it's like you don't want to wait until 11:30 to get here if you do, because then like you're here super late because you want to do that first feeding, and then you want to do the 2:30 feeding. But the 2:30 feeding, like if you try the bottle, that takes a while, and then they have to put the rest of it in like this pump that just pumps down his nose into his stomach, and then that takes a while because he wasn't like tolerating the feeds as much, so he was spitting up. So they have to do it over like 40 minutes, and then like, you know, you hold him a little bit more, and then you put him in, and by the time you know it, it's like 5 o'clock, and you're like, oh crap, Grayson usually eats dinner at 5 and then goes to bed by 7, and by the time we get home it's gonna be super late and I'm not gonna see him. So it's just a hard balance of trying to see my other son, trying to see this son, trying to, you know, see my husband, and just do everything. But we're making it, so it's good. And sorry, I will try and get a video of him. Sorry, that was my water bottle. But I can't wake him up, and it's still kind of hard to move. Hold on. Where'd it go? It's not gonna let me flip from one way to the other. Crap! I really thought I would be able to get a video of him. This is gonna be a really bad video taking, but hold on. Oh, man. It's not good. Hold on. Hopefully you want to see babies. Is he there? That did not go as planned. Man. I saw that you could video the other way before I started, so I assumed it would let me. But no, not in the middle of a video. So that did not go as planned, sorry. But hey, that's my channel. Nothing goes as planned. That's my life right now. Yeah. So anyway, back in my chair. That really stinks, yeah. They don't let you switch from way to way, like front facing camera. Okay, so that's update on Ashton. He's doing good. He's a cute little peanut. Grayson is going to feel like a giant when we get back or when we take him home, because yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So moving on to me. When they did the surgery, they took out all my parts, and then they did the pathology on them. So we got that back on Tuesday. And I was up here, my doctor called me, left a voicemail, and my friend Chris was up here, and she was like, just listen to the voicemail. And I was like, okay. So I listened to it, and he's like, hey, this is Dr. Walter. Got your pathology back, just give me a call. And I'm like, okay. So I didn't want to call because I don't want to know the results. And I'm like, what if it's really bad? And she's like, well, what if it's really good? I'm like, yeah, okay, but what if it's really bad? Like, I don't want to know. And so I put it off, not very long, like a couple minutes, because she kept bugging me. But I just didn't want to call because, sometimes ignorance is bliss, and the longer you can fake that your life is fine, then the better it is, because you don't want to deal with reality. So called him. He's like, everything looks great, like all blah, 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 like everything looks good. We did find some cancer still on your cervix. So we, I talked with my tumor review board people this morning, and we all agree that you should do 3 more rounds of chemo. So I think I said in the last video that there were like different options. Like if it was, just widespread, they could just see it with the naked eye, then obviously I would have to do chemo. If it was like microscopic, then still would have to, well, if it was widespread, probably chemo radiation. If it was microscopic, probably just chemo. And then if they couldn't see anything, there was nothing there, then it was like the option of, okay, you'd be done, or maybe do chemo just as like a preventative thing. And in the beginning, he was saying chemo no matter what, even if we can't see it, even if like everything looks perfect, like I would still want you to do chemo. But then the last time, he kind of backed off of that and was like, well, we could maybe not do it. So people I had talked to, I'm like, I just want someone to make the decision. Like, if it comes back and everything looks good and they didn't see any cancer, nothing, the pathology, and it was our decision, like, that was just, kind of scary. I kept saying, oh, I just want someone to make the decision. But then, like, deep in my heart, I was like thinking about it more. I'm like, heck no, I don't want to do more chemo. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible for me. It's horrible for my family. It's horrible for, like, everyone. I mean, my sister Laura probably cries more than me when I'm on chemo. Because it's horrendous, and it disrupts everyone's lives, and people have to help us, which I know they say that they are fine doing, but it's sucks. So, like, yes, I said I wanted someone to make the decision for me, but then, like, thinking about it, I'm like, no, like, if there is a decision, I will not do chemo. No, like, not even a thought to do it. So, because there was still cancer on my cervix, he was like, yeah, we're gonna do 3 rounds, like, no matter what. And I thought I was in a good mood and I wouldn't cry. That was kind of devastating. I don't know, I really thought it would come back and he would say everything was gone and we're good and you can be done. In a way, I felt like I was almost cheating because there's so many people who have done, like, so many rounds. That, like, this one lady was like, round 45, and I've done 6. So, like, in a way, I felt like I was cheating, but then at the same time, I'm like, dude, I'm so ready to be done with this, like, phase in our life. And I really thought that he was going to come back and say, like, you're good, we're done. And he didn't. And that was and is devastating, knowing that we have to do 3 more rounds, which will probably take us to the end of the year. And it'll probably, depending on Ashton, kind of coincide when he comes home. So I'll have this new baby. I mean, he could be good. Like, we could take him home, in a week or whatever. They have no timeline because it just depends on him. But, we'll have this brand new baby. And we'll have Grayson, who I already don't see because I'm up here. And then we'll have to do chemo. And I know so many people have helped and will help and, will be there, but it really sucks. And I can't, now Jordan can possibly be off work because he has FMLA, but we won't get paid, and I know we'll be fine, but that's just another stressor. And if he's there, it'll be easier because then we don't have to depend on childcare all the time. But at the same time, it's too much. I can't even fathom it. I can't. I don't know. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go through it. I don't want to feel sick. I don't want to lose my hair again. Because they say it hurts just as much the second time. And they're putting me on a different drug that should be easier in the sense of, like, my fingers and toes are still numb from the last round. And so they're putting me on a different drug that hopefully will not make me numb. But that's a big part of chemo. Like, a lot of people, years after, like, that's just like a side effect that never fully goes away. Which really sucks because your toes are just numb and they kind of hurt when you walk. And my fingers are a little numb, and it's not horrible, but it's not fun. But yeah, So I go to the doctor on Tuesday. And we'll probably know more then about timeline. He said, and before he said 4 to 6 weeks after delivery, but then when I talked to him on Tuesday, I think he said start in 2 to 3 weeks. Which if it was 3 weeks, that would be 4 weeks, so that would be what he said. But that's soon. So we'll know more of a timeline when we go on Tuesday, when they want me to start. He wants me to get a PET scan. Now that I'm pregnant, I can get one just to make sure. It'll be from basically head to toe or something, or neck to feet, I don't know, but it's more extensive, and they'll be able to make sure that it hasn't spread anywhere. So I'll get that in the next couple weeks. So yeah, so we're doing it again. So that was a major update, and this video is long enough. So yeah, I will let you guys know when we have more info. If anything happens with Ashton, when we take him home, when we're gonna start chemo, all that kind of stuff. So I will keep you updated. Thank you for all your support, for your love, for your prayers. We appreciate it, for reaching out, all that. So it's Saturday. Have a good Saturday.